My name is Svitlana Zalischuk. I came from Ukraine and I'm a member of parliament. For many years in Ukrainian politics, media played a crucial role because, in fact, I think that journalists actually were the real opposition towards the corrupt government. And I remember that it's journalists very often who in avant-garde of many action of protests against censorship, against corruption in Ukraine, once again for many, many years. So during Euromaidan, of course, those independent journalists became ears and eyes of the revolution. My organization, for example, was the founder of the Facebook page, which was called Euromaidan. It was the biggest Facebook page ever in Ukrainian history. We had an audience daily, up to 4 million people who read the posts, and some stories were incredible. When we had first victim on Euromaidan, and one guy was wounded with a bullet, and he was taken to the hospital. The doctors issued an information that we are lacking his type of blood. And I remember we posted it on our page, on Facebook page, that we need this type of blood urgently. And in 2 hours I read that 200 people were standing in front of that hospital being ready to give their blood. It's a small example of how media not just inform the whole world what's going on and what kind of help we need, but also media and journalists and those reporters and bloggers could literally save people's life. After Euromaidan, journalists, many of them actually, went to the parliament themselves. So many journalists who went to the parliament became once again probably the leaders of anti-corruption movement. Without being part of the system, it's impossible really to change it. In Ukraine, this transition is not always an easy task, and we faced many different kind of uncomfortable situations. Someone called me from a number of my colleague, but when I pick up, it was not him, and someone's voice told me, you have to be really careful, they are watching you and they are preparing some campaign against you. I don't know, I don't want to, go into those conspiracy mode and mood, because it's impossible to live if you constantly think about threats and about danger. It's just impossible. And it's also impossible to protect yourself. This is the price you pay, I guess, being a politician, being an activist, being a journalist. When you choose your profession, your job, you have to be aware that there are certain side effects. But once again, this is the price you pay for the possibility that you can change something.